Welcome to the lecture. So yesterday we have completed the chapter that is the data interpretation one part. Now we are going to the start with the data interpretation, the second part. Okay. Now, yesterday we have discussed the various types. Now we'll continuing with the next type that is to be known as the data interpretation in the tabular form. Okay. So let's take an example for this. Now a question is given to you that the following table gives the percentage of marks obtained by the 7 students in 6 different subjects in an examination. Okay, so now the number in the brackets gives the maximum marks of each subject. So here has been a table is been given. So here is the name of the student, that is the Ayush, Aman, Sejal, Rohit, Muskan, Tanvi and Tarun. And now the marks of each subjects are given, but they are given in the form of the percentage. Okay, so just read the information carefully that it is sometimes the student understood it is the normal marks, but it is a percentage of marks. But the marks given in the bracket, these are the maximum marks. So depending upon the question, we have to understand the question and then solve it accordingly. Okay. Now, first of all, what he will be saying, what are the average marks obtained by all the 7 students in the physics? Okay, so rounded off the 2 digit after decimal. So we have to find out the average marks obtained. So what will be the procedure for the average marks? Average marks is equal to the total marks and divided by the number of students. Okay, this will give you the value. Okay, so now we will solve it. What will be the value? Now let's understood. We are talking about the physics. So the average marks in the physics by all the 7 students. So it should be divided by 7 students. So 1 upon 7. Now as the percentage is, so 90% of 120, we have to find out the marks. Then it will be 80% of the 120. Then it will be 70% of the 120. Then again 80%. Then again 85%, and then it will be 65% of 120 and plus 50% of 120. As you can see that we are calculating the percentage of only 120. So what will be the advantage of percentage? Just take it out. So add the all values. So 90 plus 80 plus 70 plus 80 plus 85 plus 65 plus 50, and the percentage will remain same of the 120. So that's why we have to find out it will be 520 percentage of 120, and the final value that will be equal to 624 upon 7. And if I will be converted it into, that will be 89.14. Okay, so this will be the average marks obtained by the 7 students in the physics. I hope it is clear to all of you. So just understood the question, what he will be asking, and write down the values depending upon the tables. Okay, and then solve the question. So the answer will be 89.14. Now, the next question, he will be asking the number of the students who obtained 60% and above marks in all the subjects. Okay, so as you can see that he will be asking that 60% above. So percentage is given and the table percentage is already given. So you have to just take out, there should be no less than 60%. Okay, so as you can see that in the Ayush, it is 50, so it will be less than, so it will not be the person. Then for Aman also there will be 1% less than 40, so that will also be not happen. Okay, because we have to consider all the subjects. Now for the Sejal, all will be, it will be 16 greater than 60. Okay, so that means Sejal will be counted. Similarly, the next Rohit, it will be also be counted because all the values are greater than 60 and equal to 60. Muskan, the value here comes out to be, that will be 50, so it is not present. So what will be the next? Next will be the Tanvi. Tanvi is also not present because the value is 40 in the history again. So it will be cancelled out. Tarin is also cancelled out because in chemistry it will be giving the 35. So only 2 students who obtained 60% above marks in all the subjects. So the answer will be option B. Okay. So I hope it is clear. So we have to understand the question and then find out the value. Okay. Now, what is the overall percentage of the Tarun? So we have to find out the overall percentage of the Tarun. So what will be the percentage? That means the marks obtained divided by total marks and into 100. Okay, so we have to find out the value. So we have to find out the marks of the Tarun in each and every subject, and then we have to find out the value. Now, what will be the aggregate marks by the Tarun? So as you can see that first of is the 65%, that will be 150, then 35% of 130, similarly 50% of 120, 77% of 100, 80% this and 80% of this. Okay, as nothing is common, so we have to calculate it separately. So after solving each and every values, the value comes out to be 360. Okay, so these are the marks obtained by the Tarun. Now what will be the maximum marks? So we have to add these values 150, 130, 120, 100, 60 and 40, and this comes out to be 600. So what will be the percentage? Marks obtained divided by total marks and into 100, it will give you the percentage, and the percentage will be the 60%. So what will be the answer? The option C will be the answer. Okay, I hope it is clear to all of you that how to read the information depending upon the question. Okay, so the answer will be this. Now the next type of the data interpretation is the mixed type. Mix means it, now we have studied the various types, so it will be a mixture of two. Okay, so we have to understood what type of the questions and how to solve these types of the questions. Now, first of all, read the directions. Here we have mixed the pie chart and the tabular data. Okay, so he will be saying study the following pie chart and the table carefully and answer the questions given below. So what will be the first? First is the, what is the meaning of the pie chart? This is having a percentage wise distribution of the number of the mobile phones sold by a shopkeeper during 6 months. Okay, and what will be the table we represented? Table is representing the ratio between the numbers of the mobile phones sold of company A and B. Okay, so the ratio is giving me a value of A ratio B of company A to company B for the each month, and the pie chart will give you the total number of the mobile phones sold, and the total sold are 45,000. Okay, so now we have to read the information and find out the question that will be asked. Okay, now let's solve the first question. He's saying what is the ratio of the number of the mobile phones sold of company B during July? Okay, and during July he will be asking to those. So first of all we have to take as July. So July is equal to 17% of this. So that means 17 by 100 into 45,000. So as you can see, double zeros will be cancelled out. So the value will be 17 into 450. Okay, so this will be the value. Now he will be asking for the company B. Okay, company B in July. So this is the ratio. So this is A ratio B. So what will be the value for B? That will be 7 upon, and the addition of this, that will be 15. Okay, so what will be the value? It will be 17 into 45 into 7 upon 15. This will be the specific value. Now it should be divided by those sold during the December of the same company. Okay, now we have to find out the December. December's percentage is 16. So this, the value will be 16 into 450. Okay, this will be 450. So what will be the value for the December? This will be equal to 16 and 16 into 450. Now it should be multiplied by, he will be asking for the company B, and we are saying about the December. So it will be 7 is to 9. So for B it will be 9 upon 9 plus 7, that will be 16. Okay, so what will be the value? It will be 9 upon 16. So those who have been cancelled out, 450 will be cancelled out, this 16 will be cancelled out. So we have been remaining 17 into 7 upon 15, and it should be divided by 1 upon 9. Okay, so nothing is cancelled out, so just multiply. So it will be 7 7 ja 49, and then it will be 4 and 7 1, so 119 is upon, and that will be 90. 90 plus 9 5 ja 45, it will be 135. So the ratio will be 119 ratio 135. So option C will be the answer for this. Okay, so we have to find out the values and then we have to put it to give the answer of the question. Okay, now next, if the shopkeeper earned a profit of rupees 433 on each mobile phone sold, then the company B during October. Okay, so we have to find out first of all what will be the number of the phones that will be sold by the company B during October. So what will be the October? October will be the 8%. So that means the value will be 8 into 450. And we will be talking about the company B. So it will be 7 is to 5. That means 5 upon 12. So the net value that will be is equal to this. Now he will be saying these are the number of mobile phones sold, and the profit on each is that will be 433. 3. Okay, now we have to solve that. So 4 into 2, 4 into 3, it will be 3, it will be 150, 150 into 2, that will be 300, 300 into 5, that will be equal to 1500, and into my 433. Okay, so that means last two zeros will be there. So it is available in all the option. Now we have to solve it. So 15, 3, 45. So what will be the 4? Then it will be, and 15, 3, 45, 45, that will be 9. So this will again the value 4, and 15, 4, 60, and that will be 64. So 6,49,500. This will be the net profit earned. So what will be the answer? The answer will be option 4. Okay, I hope it is clear to all of you how to read the information and how to utilize it while solving the questions. Okay, now the next will be the, what is the total number of the mobile phones sold of the company B during August and September together? Okay, so we have to find out first the of the August of company B. So August will be 22, so it will be 22 into 450. And what will be of the company B during August? That will be 4:5. So the value comes out to be 5/9. So it will be 5/9 plus. Now, the next will be of the September. September is 25%. So 25 into 450 into, now for the company B in the September, that will be 3:2. That will be equal to 2/5. So it should be multiplied by 2/5. So while solving this, it will be 590 and it will be 95. So it will be 25 into 22 into 5, that will be 110, and 110, that will be into 5. So it will be 5500. So 5,500 plus, this will be 25 into 250, and it will be 90 into 50. That will be equal to 95 45 and 00. Okay, so just add these values, you will get the answer for this. Okay, I hope it is clear to all of you. So what will be the value for this? Okay, so this will be the answer for that question. Now, the next will be the data interpretation of the missing type. Okay, missing means some data will be eliminated from the questions. Now we have to fill the data and then we have to solve the questions depending upon that information. Okay, now let's also take an example for this. Now, first of all, read the information. He will be saying, study the table and answer the given questions. Data related to the number of employees in the 5 different companies in December 2012 is given. So what will be the company name? M, N, O, P and Q. These are the total number of employees. So as you can see, some data is missing, but we have to use the information to gather the remaining data regarding the questions. Now it will be 32%. Here the percentage is given for the science graduate, then it will be commerce, then it will be of art graduate. Okay, so some data will be missing. We have to find that data, or we have been given some specific information in the question also. Okay, so these are the types of the missing. Now let's take from question number 1. He will be saying, what is the difference between the number of the arts graduate employees and the science graduate employees in the company N? Okay, so we will discuss about the company N. So as you can see that the total number of employees are 700. Now there will be the percentage of the commerce graduate, that will be 31, and arts is 40. So it will be totally 71. So what will be the remaining percentage? It will be 29%. Now what is the difference between the number of arts graduate and the science graduate? So the arts graduate will be the 40%, and what will be the science graduate value? That will be the 29%. So just subtract, because these are the percentage of the common values. So the net difference will be the 11%. Okay, so we have to find out the value of the 11%. As we know that what will be the 100%? 100% is equal to 700. So 1%, that will be equal to 7. So what will be the 11%? It will be the 7 into 11, that will be 77. Or you just can find out what is the 100. So 11 upon 100 into 700. This is also give you the directly that this will be the same value. Okay, I hope it is clear to all of you. So there is some different ways in which you can solve the question. That depends upon your knowledge. Okay. So the answer will be 77. Now the question will be asked, the average number of the arts and the arts graduate employees and the commerce graduate employees in company Q was 312. So the company Q's information is given. So if it is the 35%, it will be the 50%, then the remaining, what will be this? This will be the 15% because the total is to be 100%. Now he will be saying that the arts plus commerce, these average should be equal to 312. So what will be the total value? That should be multiplied by 2. Okay, so this comes out to be 624. So now what he will be asking, as you can see that what will be the value for the arts? That will be equal to the 15%. Art should be equal to the 15%, and the commerce, that should be equal to the 50%. So that means the total percentage is equal to 65% is equal to 624. Then we have to find out the value for the total number of employees. So if 60% for 65%, so 1% is equal to 624 by 65, and we have to find out the 100%. So 100% for this, 624 divided by 65 into 100. Okay, just solve this. 5 on your 5, 5 3 is 15, it will be 20, and it will be 13 into 4, 52, and 13 into, that will be 104, that will be 8. So 48 into 20, that will be 960. So these are the total number of the employees in the company Q. Okay, so in this way, the remaining information that can be calculated. Sometimes the information may be given in the table itself, or sometimes it will be given in the questions. So you have to read the question carefully, what he will be saying, and then we have to find out the answer for this. I hope it is clear. Now, so it will be the question number 2 solution, that will be 960. Now we will be moving to the next question. He will be saying the total number of the employees in company N increased by 20% from the December 12. Okay, so in the 2012 to 2013, the number of employees are increased by 20%, and we are dealing with the company N. So as we can see that, what is the data for the company N? This data is for December 2012. Okay, so what will be the value? It will be 700. So 20% more than that. So 10%, that will be equal to 70, and the 20%, that will be equal to 140. So add this 140 to 700, what will be the value? It will be the 840. So these are the number of the employees in the December 2030. Okay, now he will be saying if the 20% of the total number of the employees of the company and in December 2013 were the science graduate. So from these, 20% are the science graduate. So he will be asking what was the number of the science graduate employees in 2013. Okay, so just we have to find out 20%. So 10%, that will be equal to 84. So 20%, it will be equal to 84 into 2, and it will be 2 4 ja 8 and 2 8 ja 16. So 168 employees are the 20%, and he will be asking the same information. So what will be the answer? Answer will be the option E, that will be 168. I hope it is too clear to all of you. So in this way, you can solve the various type of the question depending upon the various data interpretation. Okay, so the answer will be 168. Thank you.